NBA 2K27 is shaping up to be a perfect example of how a franchise can become technologically better while becoming creatively worse. The irony is almost painful. NBA 2K11, NBA 2K16 were not successful because they had an endless parade of currencies, season passes, advertisements, virtual neighborhoods, and artificial progression systems. They were successful because they were basketball games first. 2K11 was praised for its intelligent, it's intelligent like the intelligent CPU. The realistic defense, the deep franchise mode, presentation, and Jordan challenge. While 2K16 brought the vibes, and personality, ambitious, my career, story mode was good, strong gameplay, obviously, refine my part. I don't know. I don't usually use the word refine. I just want to sound awesome. And it created an atmosphere that actually made the NBA feel alive. You know, it's like when you look at NBA 2K27, it's like the official game page is already advertising things like guaranteed 98 overall cards, guaranteed invincibles, skill boosts, Gatorade content, season passes, my team rewards, that is the fundamental problem. Somewhere along the way, 2K stopped asking, how do we make the greatest basketball simulation possible? And then they started asking, how do we keep the player inside our ecosystem for another year? NBA 2K11 can give you Michael Jordan, classic teams, a deep association mode, realistic gameplay. Fuck the graphics, the gameplay was better than whatever this is. And an entire historical basketball experience without making you feel like you were operating a small financial, portfolio just to enjoy your favorite mode. This Jordan Challenge was essentially an interactive basketball museum. You weren't being sold the idea of basketball. You were being given basketball history and told to play it. And 2K16 understood something. Modern 2K repeatedly forgets. Immersion is not the same thing as content volume. Sorry, I said content like that. What the freak? I had a throat rape, but Spike Lee's, my career had flaws, but it had an actual identity. The presentation, interviews, broadcasts, teammate interactions, what else? Soundtrack, and I feel like I'm missing some. My Park. Obviously the My Park atmosphere gave the game personality. All these damn gay flags, all these damn rainbow weirdo flags. It's like, okay, I didn't even know this many people were gay. It's like, where the hell? It's like, okay, but all right. Anyways, it's like you could actually remember moments from that game. Modern 2K can give you 17 new badges and somehow make you remember absolutely nothing. And now 2K27 introduces even more systems, new dunk meters, stricter perfect green shooting requirements, You know, um, defensive changes, cap breakers, 19 new badges. That's nice. Expanded my career options, historical errors, some more changes for my team. None of those ideas are bad at all. They're not inherently terrible. That's what makes the situation worse. 2K27 doesn't necessarily suffer from a lack of features. It suffers from the possibility that features have become substitutes for substance. Because what I want from NBA 2K is actually very simple. Let me play basketball. I don't want my enjoyment of my career to feel like a second job. I don't want my player artificially engineered around monetization. I don't want every exciting reward to have an economy attached to it. I don't want the game's most interesting content buried underneath layers of progression systems designed to make me spend more time grinding. And I certainly don't want a basketball simulator where the most sophisticated strategy sometimes becomes figuring out which menu gives me the best reward. And I honestly don't even like basketball as a sport. It's boring, repetitive. I don't see how you could watch somebody dribble. I'd rather watch more like a chess match, like football, NBA. I say NBA, the NFL. And I'm not talking about football like the corny soccer sport. No, that sport is trash. There's no IQ in that sport. The NFL is the only sport that takes higher tier thought. Besides golf, obviously, higher tiers play golf. And I'm saying that from the quarterback position. Usually other players are corny. We're not worried about those. We're talking about, quarterbacks, linebackers, guards, linemen. Those are the higher tier intelligent beings right there that when it comes to the sports, not in general, obviously they're retards because they're, but still, when it comes to sports, the NFL is more entertaining to watch because it's like, okay, what's going to happen next, and we predicted it makes it that much better to watch. But like I was saying, what I want from 2K is simple. Let me play basketball. I don't want my player engineered artificially around monetization. It's like the greatest 2Ks understood the difference between depth and float and bloat. Excuse me. Depth means having intelligent AI, meaningful franchise decisions, authentic presentation, nuanced controls, historical teams, memorable, career modes, I guess. I don't know. I only love my career, honestly. And gameplay, that rewards, what was I saying? Nuanced controls. Gameplay that rewards understanding basketball, like 2K11, 2K16. Bloat means adding another currency. That's what bloat is, another pass, another badge, another seasonal reward track, another artificial progression wall, and then calling the accumulation of it, of all of it, content. That's why people still talk about 2K11 and 2K16 because they had identity. 2K11 felt like a celebration of basketball history, and 2K16 felt like celebration of culture. It's like people said this multiple times, but it just feels like it's true. Just have to repeat it. It's just like no other words can, you know. It's like modern 2K increasingly feels like modern 2K increasingly feels like a celebration of its own monetization infrastructure. And that's an embarrassing transformation for a franchise that once made you forget you were playing a video game. You know, NBA 2K27 might have better graphics. It might have better animations. It might have more modes. It doesn't. It might have more players, more badges. You know, more builds, more seasons, more rewards, more everything. I don't care. It's like it can never be that level. Like it's like if I have to dig through all of that just to find the basketball game, the 2K11 already won. Like sometimes the greatest innovation isn't adding another system. It's remembering what made the game great in the first place.